Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening from wherever you're hearing me and watching me from. This is Builders Avenue, and my name is Ola-Joseph. Welcome. Last time we were talking about the importance of an architect on your project. Today we'll be digressing a little bit. We'll be talking about how to go about buying a ready house. Buying a ready house. No doubt this discussion today will resonate with friends who are abroad, who be coming home for Christmas, and who desire to do one or two things about owning a property. Buying a ready house, a completed house, or an uncompleted building, whether a brand new house that was built for the purpose of reselling or selling, or a house that's been used, a used house that is put on sale for sale. So get ready today. Welcome. So, if you desire to buy a brand new house, already finished house, whether by a developer or you want to buy from um, companies that are building estates, things you need to do are what I'll be discussing with you in the next few minutes. I hope I'll be able to conclude on that. Maybe next one we'll talk about how to go about buying an uncompleted house. But today we are dealing with buying a brand new house. A house that has been built, it's been finished, painted. All the doors are there, the windows are there, the lawns have been made, you have the gates, you have the perimeter fencing, everything is ready for habitation or occupation. So if that's what if that's your lookout, if that's your lookout, you just need two professionals. First, you need a certified estate agent. Yes, a certified estate agent, a professional estate agent. They are the ones who normally have the list of these houses that have been built. Or except you want to go contact the offices of developers or estate developers, estate management firms who are having estates all around. But if it's an individual house that you want to buy, you need to contact a credible estate agent uh, or estate manager. They have the list with them. So, and there are many of them in town, wherever you find yourself, if you're in Ibadan, Port Harcourt, Lagos, just ask anybody. It'll be easy to locate a good one. And when you get a good one, you get to see their bulletin and you see the list of houses, brand new houses that are up for sale. Now, the things, I mean, these things come with the advantages and disadvantages. Yes, you have the money to pay. I don't think they'll go for instrumental payment. This kind of purchase is always cash down in Nigeria. Yes, it's always cash down. They will tell you the price. You can negotiate, until you reach an agreement. See, brand new house, you don't have the time to wait for a house to be constructed. You don't want to go through the rigors of buying a land or scouting for a land, buying a land, starting, the your architect with the brief for designing or going to site to clear the site, start building. You don't want to go through all that. You just want to pay for a ready house. Yes, it's advantageous. The things you just need to look out for is that after your estate agent, you will need the service of a lawyer also. You will need the services of a lawyer. Your lawyer should be by your side to guide you. First, in knowing that the house is truly for sale. Okay, it's not that somebody is trying to sell somebody else's house behind his back. The lawyer will help you in ascertaining that, and after that, you want to know whether the house is free. You know, free from mortgage, free from any loan. Uh, Promises or collateral, some things like that. Is a lawyer that will find out for you, and then apart from that, you need to do your groundwork check too. Yes, to be true, to be certain, to be sure that the house is safe. Okay. Yes, it's a brand new house. You don't know how the foundation was done. I know you will not know all the details, all the background details, but you can ask people around. There must be people living around who will have some tips to tell you. So you do your background check too. You know, this kind of arrangement affords you the opportunity of uh, selecting your neighbors. Yeah, you got to see the neighborhood. If the kind of neighborhood you would like to live in, you know. So you go around, you get to see what kind of people are living around there, what kind of what do they do, are they hoodlums around there, are they this or that, what is that area notorious for, what is it reputed for, what's the reputation of the area. So if you're the kind of person who don't want to live around people who are yahoo yahoo, because most of the time it's the yahoo yahoo guys that have this kind of bulk money. No, we are not talking about serious-minded people who are business people or people who came from abroad and they just want to have a property in Nigeria where they can put in their hand when they come into town. So you want to check the quality of the people who live in the neighborhood. So if you don't like the kind of neighbors you have there, you can opt for another area because houses are springing up everywhere for sale. A lot of people are going into property business these days. Like I told you before, property business is a lucrative business. So you can choose your neighborhood, you can choose the kind of neighbors you want to have. Then you can begin to have your own house within a matter of days. You become a landlord in Nigeria. Isn't it good? It's good. Money is good. So you get a lawyer to do your all the search, all the you know the checks, whether with the ministry, and other areas. You too can ask neighbors around. Oh, what's this house? What can you tell me about this neighborhood? Can you do this? For you to be on the safe side. So by now you should know who owns the house, how much they are selling for. If you have had to negotiate, what is the agreed sum right now, and you are sure it's okay with your purse, what you have. So same thing goes with you trying to buy a land. You ensure that it's a real buyer. You must get to know the real owner of the house by the time you are paying. Don't just rely on the agent. Or if they say the owner is not really around, you must have spoken with them. You must have had some kind of dialogue with him. Don't just put your money down without you being sure that the owner of the property is involved, when it gets to the point of sale. So that you are not buying somebody else's property behind his back. There are sharp practices going on everywhere. So you need to be sharp yourself so you will not be duped, okay? You don't get into litigation after paying. Somebody will come around and say, hey, this is my house. I never told anyone I was selling any house. I did not sell my house. So the more reason you must do your background checks before you pay your money. You know, you you are from abroad. You may not be aware of many things that are going on here. So if your one of your reasons for coming home is to buy a house, I advise that before you come down, get acquainted with a lawyer. Yes, get acquainted with a lawyer. You already have some kind of arrangement with him. So that will not take your time when you get home and you start looking for a lawyer. Get a lawyer before you come home, um, so that things will be faster for you in the processes that leads to actual purchase of the house. Now, after buying the house, you've got all the documents. I mean, all the documents that relate to the house, the CFO, the agreement, the receipt of payment, and all the pictures or video, that you took while you were making the payment. All right. And everything you need to do, your lawyer will perfect it for you. Okay. So you have paid for the house. The house is now yours. Congratulations. What do you have to look out for? Yes, maybe you do this even before paying so that you know what you are in for, because there are many things that need checking, for you to be sure that you are buying a beautiful and a strong house. Most developers, I dare say that most people are interested in maximizing profit, and because of that, they don't take enough care in doing quality things in areas that matter. Okay, so you will need to get a structural engineer and architect to help you check, for the integrity of the house itself, talking about the quality of the house, which is very, very important. A friend of mine bought a house about 5 years ago, and not quite 1 year into the house, he started having problems. First thing he began to notice was that the paving stones on the compound were coming off. It was not properly laid. These paving those stones was not properly laid, and a few weeks of vehicle coming in and going out, the thing was already coming off. So things like that needs to be checked. So even if you are going to buy the house, you know what you have to do by the time the house becomes yours. And then not only that, the doors were discovered to be of not too good quality. Some of these imported doors, not all of them are of good quality. There are good quality ones, no doubt about that. But because the developer wanted to maximize profit, he did not buy the good quality ones. So you find cases of doors, giving away, the boards are breaking off, so some of the things in the house were already giving way, so you need an architect, you need a structural engineer to help you check the integrity of some of the aspects of the house. Columns, are they okay? The walls, are they okay? You may not be able to do much with the wall, but some essential things, like those paving stones that I talked about, the external um, the external work, are they properly done? Are the doors good? Are the windows good? Are there things I need to change? So before even paying, you get to know how much redoing these things will cost you at the end of the day, so that you won't start embarrassing yourself after a few weeks in the house. So buying a ready house is good, makes you a landlord within a matter of days, and you can move into your house if you are okay with everything in the house. You only need to clean the house, maybe you bless it with prayers, and then it's yours. is yours. So it's great to buy that. So don't forget, get a good estate agent. Make sure that the house is truly free. It's not under mortgage. It's not a collateral anywhere. And then the owner is involved. It's not a case of somebody trying to sell somebody else's property behind his back, right? And then you need your lawyer to do a lot of checking for you, to ensure that everything is okay. You won't start getting into trouble after you've paid, because once you've paid, in all cases you've already paid. The house is yours, so that you don't surprise yourself after that. Then you need your structural engineer and the architect to help you check important things in the house. Important things in the house. So some houses after a while they start sinking. Some houses after a while you start having cracks on the wall, something that tells you that the foundation is faulty. So they will be able to test all of these things for you. So even if you have to redo things, it won't take a chunk of your money again. All right. Ẹlẹ́bẹ̀rún èèyàn wa ṣàlàfíà làbá yín, ètò yín tó gbajúgbajà, ètò òpópónà kọ́lékọ́lé, òun la kí yín káàbọ̀ sí o. Èmi náà ni atọ́kùn yín Ọlá-Joseph, orúkọ mi ò tí ì yí padà. Ṣàlàfíà làbá yín, ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ káàsán, ẹ káalẹ́ o, ibikíbi tí ẹ bá wà ní gbogbo àgbáyé o, ara ò le bí o. Tá ní ká fẹnubà lónìí ni bí a ti ra ilé tá a ti kọ́ parí, ilé tuntun tá a ti kọ́ parí. Ó máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí àsìkò yìí tó jẹ́ ìgbà ọdún. Àwọn èèyàn wa tí ń bẹ lókè òkun wọ́n máa ń wálé láti wá ṣọdún. Àwọn míì sì máa ń ní lọ́kàn pé táwọn bá wálé, ó yẹ káwọn tiẹ̀ wá ilé rà. Àwọn ayé dé sí hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì àbí máa dé sí ọ̀dọ̀ ẹbí àbí ọ̀rẹ́. So irú àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, tàbí ẹni tí ó ní tọ́lọ́run kẹ́ tó ní owó yẹn lọ́wọ́ tó sì nífẹ̀ẹ́ láti ra ilé, ohun tá fẹ́ sọ lónìí yóò wúlò fún yín ní pàtàkì. Bá ti ń ra ilé èyí tá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kọ́ parí. Ẹ bá fẹ́ ra ilé tá ti kọ́ tán, ẹ nílò láti rí àwọn akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ tó mọ̀ nípa bí a ti ń ra ilé, tá ń kọ́lé, bá ṣe ń ra ilé, tá ń ta ilé. Àwọn là ń pè ní agent. Kẹ́rí tó dánú wọn, tó kọ́ṣẹ́ mọṣẹ́, tó sì jẹ́ gbajúgbajà tí ò lè gbéyàn dá. Àwọn náà máa ń ní àwọn oríṣiríṣi àkọọ́lẹ̀ ilé tá fẹ́ tà lọ́wọ́. Àti máa ra ilé tí wọ́n ti kọ́ tán ó dá púpọ̀, ó ní àwọn àǹfààní tiẹ̀. Ó tún lálébù rẹ̀ nígbà míì náà o, àmọ́ àǹfààní á máa pọ̀ ju àléébù lọ téèyàn bá mọ ohun tí ń ṣe. Tẹ bá ti rí àwọn agent, ẹ ti rí ibi tẹ fẹ́. Torí tẹ bá ra ilé tuntun, àkọ́kọ́, ó yàtọ̀ sí ìgbà tá ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ lọ ń kọ́lé síbi táwọn èèyàn ò tí fi bẹ́ẹ̀ pọ̀ sí. Ẹ ti mọ àwọn tó ń gbé ládùúgbò yẹn tẹ bá ti dé bẹ̀. Ẹ ti mọ àwọn tó ń gbé ládùúgbò yẹn, ẹ ti mọ irú èèyàn tán jẹ́. Ẹ̀yin gan lè béèrè káàkiri ládùúgbò, kẹ́ fi mú fínlẹ̀, kẹ́ fi mọ̀. Ṣáwọn agbénidá ń gbé lérí ayé ni o, àwọn oníjìbìtì ń gbé níbí ni o. Irú nǹkan tẹ bá fẹ́, ẹ lè yàn. Tẹ bá ṣèwádìí, tẹ bá rí pé ohun tẹ́ ẹ rí kò tẹ́ yín lọ́rùn tó, ẹ tún lè gba àdúgbò míì lọ. Àwọn ilé tán ti kọ́ tán nísìnyí ó pọ̀ káàkiri torí púpọ̀ èèyàn ló ti wà nínú iṣẹ́ ká mọ́ kọ́lé tà yìí. Púpọ̀ èèyàn ló ti wà ńbẹ̀. Nǹkan tẹ́ kàn tún gbúdọ̀ mọ̀ ni pé ilé tí wọ́n fẹ́ tà yìí, ṣé onílé gangan mọ̀ nípa títà tán fẹ́ tà yìí? Torí ká má ba lùgbàdì pé a lọ ra ilé tó jẹ́ tẹlòmíì, tó jẹ́ pé ẹlòmíì kan lọ ń ta lé onílé lẹ́yìn rẹ̀ láì jẹ́ kónílé ó mọ̀ ni. Oríṣiríṣi ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí. So ẹ tún nílò ìrànlọ́wọ́ àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà tẹ bá fẹ́ ra ilé náà. Lọ́ọ̀yà ó bá yín ṣèwádìí. Ṣé ilé yìí o, ṣé lóòótọ́ ẹni tó lòun ní òótọ́ ṣóun ló ní í? Wọ́n máa ń ṣe ń ṣe irú ìwádìí yẹn. Lẹ́yìn yẹn náà, wọ́n tún máa ń wádìí pé ṣé ilé ṣé wọ́n ti fi dúró ní báǹkì fún owó tán yá báyìí, ṣé kìí ṣe kúdẹ̀ mo fẹ́ rà. Pẹ̀lú àwọn nǹkan míì tó jẹ́ pé nínú iṣẹ́ wọn, pẹ̀lú ìrírí wọn lẹ́nu iṣẹ́, wọ́n mọ ohun tán gbúdọ̀ bá yín ṣe ìwádìí lórí rẹ̀ kán tó sọ fún yín pé okay now ẹ lè ra ilé yìí o. Tó bá sì di pé ẹ ti wo ilé yẹn, ẹ ti wo àdúgbò yìí ó tẹ́ yín lọ́rùn, ẹ rí pé ohun tẹ́ ẹ lè rà tó tinú ọkàn yín wá ni, ẹ lè dúnàádúrà. iye owó. Ẹ rí i pé agent wà ń jókòó, ẹni tó nílé gan-an pé ẹ rí bá sọ̀rọ̀, so that ẹ lè sọ̀rọ̀ síbi tó yẹ kọ́rọ̀ kó wà tí ò ní sí pé nǹkan tó yà yín lẹ́nu ó tún ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ iwájú. Tẹ bá ti wá ṣe ìyẹn, ẹ tún wá lérò láti pe àwọn engineer tó ń kọ́lé àtàwọn architect kan bá yín, torí púpọ̀ àwọn tó ń kọ́lé tàwọn yìí, wọ́n ń fi gbogbo ìgbà ara tó jójúlówó tó lè fi hàn lọ́kàn balẹ̀. Torí ọ̀rẹ́ mi tó ra ilé ńgbà kan, gbogbo ilẹ̀ ilé ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń wú láàrin oṣù mẹ́fà, gbogbo ilẹ̀kùn ló ti ń bàjẹ́ láàrin kò tíì pé ọdún kan. Ilé tẹ́ ti fẹ́ gbé kì í ṣe pé ẹ kàn fẹ́ sáré rà kẹ́ tún ta ni, ó yẹ kéèyàn ṣe ìwádìí tó péye lórí ẹ̀. Ẹ need àwọn structural engineer, ẹ need àwọn architect kan bá yín ṣàyẹ̀wò àwọn nǹkan tó ṣe pàtàkì nípa ilé náà kẹ́ tó rà. Tí wọ́n bá dẹ̀ ti sọ pé àwọn ti wò ó dáa tó, àbí pé ohun tẹ́ máa lérò tán fi yé yín pé ohun tẹ́ lérò láti pààrọ̀, tẹ́ ti wo iye tí ó máa ná yín tí kò sì kọjá agbára, ẹ lè wá lè ra ilé náà. Ẹ gba receipt owó tẹ́ san, ẹ gba C.O.F tó jẹ mọ́ ti ilẹ̀ yìí, ẹ gba gbogbo plan tó jẹ mọ́ ti ilé yìí, ẹ gba gbogbo agreement tó ti wà lórí ẹ̀. Gbogbo ohun tó jẹ́ ti pé èmi ni mo nílé ó gbúdọ̀ wà lọ́wọ́ yín pé ẹ ti ra ilé náà nìyẹn. Mo lérò pé ẹ gbádùn èyí tá a mú wá lónìí. Ẹ ṣé pọ̀ o. A kú ìmúra ọdún o, yóò bá wa láyọ̀ o. Tó bá ń ti ètò tó ń bọ̀ yóò bá wa láyé. Kó tó dìgbà náà, ire o. Thank you so much, people. This is where we'll be rounding up today. How you been able to gain one or two things. So you do it wrong. We are all about you doing it right when it comes to you owning your own house or developing your own estate. So the next time, be good, stay blessed.